Hello, YouTubers. Hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Today is January 18th, 2 days away from Martin Luther King's birthday, celebration day. I am coming to you today with a little bitty update. Yay! We're moving in the right direction. But we're still waiting, and I think I'm okay with that part. Let me slide over a little bit. So I don't know why my jackets always look fuzzy, but so after all, let me just give you a little backstory. First, let me do a proper introduction. Hello. I am Shay July, and I am giving a little vlog, I guess. This is the words I'm going to use because this is what everybody else should use. A vlog about my experience with New York City Housing Connect, being selected, having to wait forever in 30 decades to get my cute little one-bedroom apartment. And I've been fighting, y'all. I've been really fighting for this because it's been important to let go of this 10-year apartment. So we've been in this apartment for 10 years. And it's just time for a change. Like, I am not one that settles in. I'm not one that likes to stay still, stationary. I like change of scenery. In one of my first apartments for myself, I mean, my kids could go out on one day and come back in from school and the whole apartment be switched around. I used to be able to paint. I would paint whole apartments because change is absolutely necessary. And when you elevate yourself, change is needed. Like, sitting in the same stagnant spot, because in this apartment there's no change and there's not much you can do to make changes other than maybe change your furniture or something like that. You can't move furniture around or do anything. It's not possible. So it's just time for a change. It is also a drastic change because we are leaving a 3-bedroom apartment and downsizing to a 1-bedroom apartment. Minimalist ain't even the word, but it's what we're going to do. So that's where we at. We were chosen on Housing Connect back in November. I did mention, I think in the last video that I put up, that they had actually reached out to me on November 6th, and I missed it. And they got back to me on November, I believe it was the 21st. I think it was the 21st of November. I know this apartment is for us because it's just like, I don't think they do that. I honestly don't think they do that. I don't think, if you missed that call, that's it. I know it had happened to me. Unbeknownst to me, I was reached out for an apartment in Harlem, New York. And I never even saw that email at all. I never saw it. I just happened to be going through some of these folders that's on my account, my Gmail account, and some of these folders, and I happened to see a Housing Connect thing where they were asking for information back last year. Didn't know about it, but I think everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that, and so that might not have been for me, for us. So where we are now, I believe it is. It's right up our wheelhouse. It's it's right where we would want to be. Now, we would want to be in a 2-bedroom, but since they only have the 1-bedroom left, we right where we need to be. And so on January 13th, I think it was, yeah, January 13th, about 4:51 p.m., I got a call, and it was from our market. The people who are handling all the paperwork and stuff, the marketing people, the marketing team, from the supervisor that we had been dealing with. And he said, Cheryl, I have good news. And I was ecstatic because I needed that in my life. Like, I really, really needed to hear that. And I was like, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? And he said, the hardest part is over. He said the hard part was with the auditor. And we finally passed the auditor. He said, it's never been a time that I've been, he said, he said that this was the hardest case he's ever had to deal with. He said that he just found it to be one of the tougher ones. That's what he said. It was the toughest case he had to deal with. I'm glad. Now you know. And as I said, I fought for this. I fought for every square foot of this place. So he said, so now that the auditor had completed and signed off, or he signed off, the auditor signed off, and now the file was to go to HDC that night or the next day, which was a Tuesday. And we're just waiting for their approval. And he had never seen where the auditor signed off and HDC did not. So yet again, we're waiting. And after HDC signs off on it, the file goes to the leasing manager and or leasing management, and then they will set up an appointment to come sign the lease and pick up our keys. So that's where we are. It looks like it's the HDC step we're waiting for, and then the email from the leasing place. Again, I'm extremely happy and sad and mad and impatient. I'm going through a volley of emotions. However, the biggest hurdle is over, and I'm very grateful for that. I thanked him because I thought that meant that we were finally through and that we would just be getting. I said, wait, let me ask you, because I get excited really fast. I was like, so tell me, what's the next steps? And so he said, once HDC approves it, then it's just a matter of the the leasing people contacting us. So it's taking forever as usual. Everything's taking forever, but I promised myself that I wouldn't go crazy, because what I learned about the processes that's happening that I didn't know anything about. Like, in my world, things go a little differently. It goes a little swifter, goes a little faster, but we're actually talking about, it all comes down to the builders and contractors and so forth and so on to make sure that they get the tax incentives that they are guaranteed for putting low income, middle income families in their buildings. And so all of this is what's everybody's making sure that those T's are crossed and those I's are dotted, just to make sure that these guys get whatever has been promised to them. And I'm not bad about it. Another great thing is, because I don't know if you guys know, but Capital One, which is a bank that I bank with, had some kind of technical issues, and they did not make deposits as they were supposed to. So it's one of my primary account is there. If I had to pull money, I wouldn't have been able to do it. This has been since Wednesday of this week, and I just got access to my account on, well, yeah, I'm gonna say this morning. I don't know what happened last night, but on this morning, and so I couldn't have done anything anyway. So it's all working out in the way it should work out. So yeah, that's my little update. We're now truly waiting for HDC approval. Now that I know the steps, so it seems like once you sent when the marketing team reach out to you on Housing Connect, they get all your paperwork together. In my case, I realized I've talked to, I think, 4 different people over there. And so the marketing team will get the paperwork together. The marketing team will give it to the supervisor, who will review it. If it's okay at that point, he will then send it to the auditor, which I believe is also the third party investigator. After that, then the file goes to HPD or HDC, and after that it goes to the leasing agent. So I didn't know all these steps, and again, as I mentioned, if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I've always said that this is my first time dealing with Housing Connect. It likely will be my last time, so I intend to keep this apartment forever and ever and ever and ever. Only because all my other log numbers are super high, triple, four, quadruple digits, and so I probably would never get called again. Yeah, it's just a thing, a process. Interesting enough, I'm in groups because I'm gathering information for myself. I'm still doing research because now I want to help other people and inform other people who I didn't know to go on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or wherever to find information in the beginning of this. It wasn't until things got a little, I don't know, like indigestion or something. It's just because things had started to get a little complicated that I found that I needed to educate myself, and I employ others to do the same. Educate yourself as much as you can. And I'm finding a lot of young people, and I don't know how young, they might not be that young. It's this horrible thing I do with assuming things. But I'm in this Facebook group, and I forgot what it's called, New York City Housing Connect and others, or something to that. And it's a lot of people with what do you call them? In programs, in shelters, domestic violence shelters, single women's shelters, single men's shelters, with vouchers of all types, and they are not willing to do the work, to wait it out. They want things handed straight away to them, and it doesn't work that way. Quite a few I've seen have come from out of state and feel like they were like the migrants who come in and just get a handful of stuff and go on about their way. And it doesn't, even those guys had to wait. So I'm confused as to why people in those situations don't feel like they should have to wait. They don't have to do the work. So yeah, I'm educating myself so I can educate others. You have to wait. If you want to wait, fine. If you don't want to wait, move out the way and let somebody else wait and get the apartment that you could have gotten had you waited. So yeah, I'm just waiting, and I'm okay with it. I did, however, because I feel like if I hadn't have spoke up before, I would have never known that there was issues going on that we could help with. And so I reached out. I scheduled an email to go to my marketing people, um, asking, is everything okay? Is it anything you guys need help with, or we need to supply with anything else? Like, can you update us? And ask them to, respectfully reply back. I don't want it to be like the last time where we wasn't on top of things, and once we found out, we got on it, and our research helped us, move a process along. So yeah, you have a right to, and this is what the manager, the supervisor said to me in one of the emails to me. He said, when I actually reached out, says, anything I can do, like, what do you need from me? I was like, you know what, I know what to do. I'm going to reach out to the people, what I need to do. And he said, in essence, this is your apartment. Initially, or I forgot what the word was, but it read like, in essence, this is your apartment. You have a right to fight for it. So I took that and ran with it. And I'll say that to you guys too. If you were chosen for an apartment, and things seem to be dragging foot and you don't know why or what's going on, you have an absolute right to reach out to somebody and to find out. It's the same thing if you are in with HRA or HDC or DHS or any one of them other organizations and facilities. You have a right to ask questions about your paperwork. Did they submit your paperwork to get your vouchers? Because I'm seeing a lot of those responses too from people in this group that I'm in and on Facebook. And they I'm sorry, sometimes you see these strange people, you don't know what's going on. You just want to know what's going on. You have a right to ask, and I'm not saying be every other day or whatever the case may be. I'm like, once a week, drop in, let them know that you're still around, you're still interested, and things are still not moved anywhere. Once a week, every 2 weeks, send an email, as I did on my Google account. You can schedule an email to go out. So I scheduled one to go out Tuesday. And I'm hoping that'll be the last email. I don't want to schedule another one. My hope is that they're trying to I wanted to be moving on January 20th, because I was going to be like, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we free at last. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think they're closed on Monday. But nonetheless, we have started packing up. We are moving as if we've gotten the word already. We're not leaving anything open. We have started packing up. We have started. I have started buying things, the essential things. I have packed up most of my dishes except for what my husband and I'll eat out of. Our silverware, our pots. I just had to pull the pots out this morning to fix breakfast. We are moving as if we already got the word, and all we need to do is go pick up the keys. And in my head, my heart, in my spirit, that's what it is. We are there. We are just waiting to pick up our keys, sign our names, hand over our money, and pick up our keys. And so, thank God we are off. I worked this morning, but we're off today. He goes back to work tomorrow. We're both off on Monday, so the bulk of our getting rid of some of our old stuff and whatnot will be done between these next couple of days. And hey, so when they say come, we're out. To the point that I'll be taking some stuff with me when we go sign the lease and pick up our keys, because I'm ready. My husband is ready. My dog is ready. We're ready. So that's it for now. I hope the next install will be swift within the next week. If not, I will still come back and let you know if they responded back to me, what they responded. And hey, if you're waiting like me, we're waiting together. In the meantime, in between time, you guys have a great rest of your day. It's a little dreary here in New York. It's actually starting to rain. We're supposed to get really cold. I heard some snow is about to drop and fall. It's going to be winter. All right, guys. You all have a good one. All right. Be well.